So my name is Lenecia Nickell. I am the Director of Sports Psychology and Wellness here for the Athletics Department. So what that means is that I am taking care of our student athletes, both from their mental health needs and their mental performance needs. As a counselor educator, future counselor educator, I will be a third generation teacher. So my grandmother had a master's degree, was a Black woman with a master's degree in 1940s West Texas, right? So that is something that I am very much looking forward to being able to say and saying. So before coming to UC, I was in Houston running private practice. I did that for a little over 10 years, specializing in working with kids, adolescents, emerging adults. My move from private practice to college athletics is really identifying a need, very specific needs and challenges that they deal with. So, college, and then you pile on the student athlete part. This is something that has definitely come into play very much at the forefront of the public view, dealing with social unrest, social justice issues, and whatnot, and it really just brought it to the forefront, the compounded issues. And so I'd say that's the big piece, right? Is that not only having, the various identities that they have, student, athlete, daughter, son, friend, sibling, etc. But you add on this other piece, dealing with such public and charged things. Is an additive stressor for our student athletes of color, specifically our Black student athletes. So it's very much taking the time and doing some self-reflection, practicing self-compassion, right? And in both of those, right, I said self first, because we don't really, especially in a team, right? Oh no, we don't think of self. Self-care is another thing that I use often. Because you have to slow down and understand what's going on with me. Because if you continue to ignore it, then issues pop up that you can't ignore. One of the things I'm proudest of as a professional, as a clinician, there's two things: my ethics and my authenticity. And I think me being who I am and all of the various parts that I bring to it are what make me the most effective clinician. Statistically, if you look across the helping professions, and specifically counseling and therapy, clinicians of color make up 4% in the United States. 4%, that's it. And so my presence going, hey, this is an okay thing, you can speak to about your lived experience. You don't have to go and explain, right? And what I say is, no, not everybody needs to match up with their therapist in that way. It's a great gateway. And I'm very much about whatever way I can wiggle in and help people attune to their mental health, I'm happy for it. So I think it's a great entry point. If we can, as a society, get back to a point to where mental health is, get to a point where mental health is important, right? And not just when we are unhealthy. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. And if it can come from somebody who looks like me, right? Even better, in my opinion, right? Because it's just like, okay, it looks like everything, right? I've actually seen one of those 4%. They do exist, unicorn, whatever. Look, wow, okay, here we go. So.